Saxons, a brief history. Are you ready for a whistle-stop tour through the history of the Anglo Saxons? Here we go then. The Anglo Saxons originally came to Britain as invaders from Germany and Scandinavia. Some people think they made the journey because their land kept getting flooded in their home countries, so they were looking for a brand new place to live. Well, they found a great one in Britain, and the Anglo-Saxon age lasted from 410 to 1066 AD. When we talk about the Anglo-Saxons, we're actually talking about lots of different tribes who settled in different parts of the country. The main tribes were the Angles, the Saxons, and the Jutes, and they didn't always get along with each other. There were always wars breaking out between the tribes. When that lot weren't fighting each other, they lived in wooden huts, reared animals, and farmed the land around them. Now here's an interesting fact. Unless they were from super rich families, the kids didn't go to school. Great, right? Well, maybe not so great. By the time they were 10, children were considered to be adults with the same responsibilities as the grown-ups and the same punishments if they did anything wrong. They had to work just as hard as an adult. The girls had tons of chores to do around the house, like cloth weaving, meal cooking, cheese making, and ale brewing. The boys didn't get off lightly either. There was a lot to do on an Anglo-Saxon farm, so boys learnt the skills of their fathers, whether that was tree chopping, field plowing, or cattle herding. These kids were pretty tough too, and had the risk of looking out for wolves that still lived in Britain at that time to make sure they didn't eat the sheep. The Anglo-Saxons settled in England and made it their home. The Anglo-Saxons who weren't farmers were very skilled craftsmen. There were metalworkers who made iron tools, knives and swords, woodworkers who made furniture and carts, and potters who made pottery, of course. Some of the finest craftsmen were the jewelers. They made stunning brooches, beads, and all sorts of ornaments from gold, gemstones, and glass. So there we go. A quick overview of the Anglo-Saxons in a matter of minutes. Starting out as interested invaders and ending up as super skilled settlers, they made themselves firmly at home in Britain.